with Big Boy Adventures. Today I want to talk about this car kit I've been carrying with me for a while. It's become pretty useful. Let's take a look at what's inside and see how it might be useful for you too. I decided a while ago I wanted to carry some things with me in the car that would be useful. And what I do is I take this and I attach it to my headrest with a carabiner. I actually carry a first aid kit and then this pack, let's call it the useful car kit pack. And it's right there accessible all the time. Actually I put it on the passenger seat. I can reach over, grab it if I need to. If there's passengers in the car, they all see it's visible. It's not hidden under the seat, in the trunk, in the glove compartment, in the door. It's right there on the back of the seat rest. I'm going to go ahead and open this up, and then we'll lay out, show you what's in it, discuss some things that I've used it for, and maybe some suggestions. Open to suggestions for you guys, see what you've used that might be good. Okay, as you can see, I've opened up the kit here. I'll start here and work my way around again to show you what's in there. A comb, just because whenever you need one, that's when you won't be able to find it. So I know I've got a comb in my car if anybody needs it. Of course, you can use it for removing things, of course, like ticks or fleas if had to, but it's useful. Obviously, a cheap item can get it wherever. The Coleman DEET bug repellent, always have a little bit. In case you need it, or going somewhere in the last minute, I've got bug spray. I actually have 2 packs of the fire tinder that I made out of dryer lint and Vaseline. Tweezers, good metal tweezers with slant tip, obviously for removing splinters, small work, also ticks perhaps, something like that. Cord. Gerber multi-tool. It's a small one, I believe. It's the Bear Grylls one, but you know, it's got little pliers, a little wire cutter, also a tiny little saw, tiny little knife. You know, the typical flathead screwdriver and the 2-dimensional Phillips head screwdriver. Nothing awesome, but would it work in a pinch? Yeah. Swiss Army knife, I guess it was the second one I had come across. I think when I had this it was missing a toothpick, and in case you don't know, you can order them, I believe on Amazon. You get like a 5-pack of toothpicks, either if you've worn them out, broke them, lost them, and they fit all the standard Swiss Army knives. And of course they've got great little scissors and tweezers on the other side, kind of redundant with the big tweezers, but small set of tweezers, and a little knife and a file. Zip ties. Honestly, zip ties are probably what I use most out of this kit. I know if I need to attach something, you know, hook something to a belt, hook something to something else, make a, you know, a longer zip tie by hooking these together. These I've used a lot. These I have replaced. Obviously, zip ties are a great thing. They're even better when you have them with you. If you're like, boy, I've got a lot of zip ties at home in my garage, well, that might not help you. But if you got 10 with you, awesome. Couple pens, couple Sharpies, very useful if you don't, oh, I wish I had a pen, I wish I had a Sharpie, I need to write on something, you've got one handy. This flashlight, it's a Walmart Ozark Trail brand one. It does have a LED emitter, not too bad. I believe it's the 3 AAA, yeah. It's good light, decent light, obviously aluminum. I think these are about $7 or $8 right now, maybe up to 10. I think they've replaced this with a newer style. This one says 100 lumens. I know that they sell an Ozark Trail 3 AAA light that is 200 lumens. I believe it runs about 4 hours. They rate it for $10, and it's aluminum as well. These are decent flashlights. These are cheap enough to throw wherever. I know I have one in my car, I have one in my wife's car, I have this one in the kit. Not a bad light for relatively inexpensive. The knot guide, as I was saying earlier, I just got this. I came across it on Amazon, maybe it was a recommendation. Pretty interesting, tells you how to make all the knots. Also talks about how they recommend if it's easy to undo, and talks about how secure it is and how safe it is. They talk about, if something's dependent on this, not to use it, but or if it can bear weight, things like that. So I think it's got about 16 different knots on it. Pretty useful, and obviously it gives you steps on how to make them. That's a good addition. I think this was maybe $5 or $6 recently. Not bad. The Bear Grylls Survival Guide. If you have any Bear Grylls, you get a knife, you get something, you get one of these pretty much with everything, and I've kind of spread them out in glove compartments and backpacks, things like that, so I always have one. It does talk about the rules of survival, food, things like that, how to make traps, how to make water collection things. Is it going to save your life if you're trapped with just this? Well, it's lightweight and small enough. Might as well throw it in here. Gorilla tape wrapped around I think I cut down a credit card, probably 4 or 5 feet of Gorilla tape. Gorilla tape's awesome. I did put a little pry bar in here. I haven't used this, but it's got a nail puller, pry bar, and the nail, or right angle end on it. I don't think it's aluminum. I think it's just steel. But in a pinch, if you need something, a tool can be used for digging almost too. Digging or breaking. A little bit of a hammer action. Not bad to have. And it is small enough. It does fit right here, sort of in the hinge, and useful, I think, to have with you. Also, something I've used several times out of this kit: antibiotic. Make sure you got the lid on good. I will say this kit, sometimes if it's stuck in a hot car, if you have Carmex for your lips, or things like this that are petroleum-based or waxy, they will turn into runny liquid if it's 100 degrees in your car. So you open this, don't have it upside down. I know from experience it will pour out, so be careful. Obviously in the winter it's the opposite. But then that brings me, I don't think I talked about the knife. Again, it's a cheap knife. I think this one is Smith & Wesson or something like that. So maybe one notch up from something you'd buy at the counter at the hardware store, but not bad. It does lock up good. Sharpen it a little bit. It's better than the knife you left on your dresser. If you need something, I have this in my car. Not bad. It does have a clip. And again, if I lose it or whatever, it's not my favorite knife, so I can live with it. And then up here we've got the first aid stuff, gauze pads, bandages, a lot of stuff all fits in here. I even forgot I had in here some ibuprofen, cough drop, and a Q-tip. I actually should replace this. I think I've used some of the Q-tips and should add some more. But again, the first aid stuff I've got here, I've got 2 packs of the Celox in here, blood clotting agent. And, in an emergency, if you're got a bad cut or something, useful to have. I think I have some of these spread out in different packs. But so if I'm in trouble or need something in my car, I can grab this kit. I've got pretty good capability to, start a fire, maintain a fire. I've got rope. I've got pliers, light, writing instruments, means to attach. I can pry something, hammer something, or dig with this. Basic first aid and comfort items. 2 different sources of light, this little light and that light. And of course the pack itself is a useful storage thing. So I have used a lot of this. I'm interested to see what other people carry with you. I know it's, a lot of people carry a go bag or a get home bag. This is not designed for that. This is just a convenience pack. Keeps a lot of these items. You think, oh boy, I wish I had that. Well, I might have it in here, and I've got it attached, easy to grab on my headrest on the car. So one thing I would mention is perhaps from time to time as you go through, check your batteries. Make sure your light's working good. Do you need to update the batteries? And your first aid supplies, if you get into them, remember they do expire, or as they get used, it may lose its effectiveness. And keep up to date on things you use, replace it. That's about it. I'm interested to see what everybody carries. Some things you have maybe in your vehicle, on your person, or you know, you could have something like this around your house. You have a bag that you keep convenience items in, ready to go at a moment's notice. So let's see what you have. I appreciate you watching, folks. I hope everybody has a good day. Thanks a lot.